Yo, what's up guys? We got Pokegame here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going to be using a team with Nidoking. Now Nidoking is a really cool stealth rocker because obviously being ground type, it's a great stealth rocker in the face of Pokemon like Zapdos. It has Stab Earthquake, which is really solid, especially versus other stealth rockers, as well as Ice Punch to threaten Zapdos. And I like Thunderbolt a lot on it too because it allows it to do more to Starmie and Gyarados. So I think Nidoking is all around a great offensive stealth rocker. And yeah, can't wait to see it do something in this game, even if it's just setting up Stealth Rock and KOing one Pokemon. But if you guys missed any of my previous Wi-Fi battles, there's a playlist down below. I encourage you to check that out. As always, I ask that you suggest a Pokemon that you want to use or want to see in another Wi-Fi battle. But check out the playlist first because a lot of people suggest Pokemon that I've already used. And you can tell by looking at the thumbnails of the videos in the playlist. But to team building, feel free to check that out as well. It's down below, and we'll be right back with the battle. Alright guys, we got our first game now. Extremely threatening team. Mega Kangaskhan, Mew, Zapdos, Nidoking is good for that. I think my Toxic on my Snorlax is going to be really nice here. I feel like he's going to have Foul Play on his Muck. I think I can beat him with Agility Dragonite and even SD Sandslash, but I just gotta be really careful about that Kangaskhan. As far as his leads go, I typically see, whenever I see an Aerodactyl and I see a team like this, they always lead Aerodactyl and get up rocks. But Golem can do the same thing. I very much like Poliwrath as a lead. Poliwrath's main purpose in this game is to check Golem and Aerodactyl. If it has Wing Attack, it becomes a little bit more of a problem, but at least Poliwrath can take one and do damage to the point of Sandslash, which is something that can go for an endgame with. But yeah, like, as far as switching into Waterfall goes, my opponent doesn't appreciate this as much. If it leads off of Mew, I'll go directly out to Snorlax, and I'll throw off a Toxic. Because Mew is really good versus my team. I mean, Mew is a good Pokemon in general. Leads off a Golem, great, so this gives me a Waterfall initially. That also leads me to believe that this is a Stealth Rocker over Aerodactyl. Should I click Waterfall here, or should I... I feel like if anything, I'm gonna make a really aggressive play. I'm gonna go Nidoking. I think he's gonna go Zapdos on the Waterfall. He could go Mew, but because I'm at a team disadvantage just based on the Pokemon I'm using, I'm gonna make a really aggressive play early on. He shouldn't stay in on a Waterfall. He should go maybe Zapdos. He could go Mew though. Mew's also a good play, but ideally it's Zapdos. He does go Mew, unfortunately. So I tried to get the switch, didn't get it. We're gonna bring out our Snorlax here on the Psychic. Again, this Mew is a huge problem. He may opt to Will-O-Wisp me. I'm not entirely sure. He goes for Thunderbolt though. Uh-oh, it's that special Mew that I saw a couple times. He could still have Will-O-Wisp though. I'm gonna make the Venusaur play because I don't know if he does have Will-O-Wisp, but I don't mind Venusaur getting burnt. But it's mainly because I don't want him going Golem, right? Like, I'm doing everything to prevent rocks, and I want to get an advantage versus my opponent. So it brings out Golem, yep. I know we're just doubling around, and some people don't actually like this, but this is what competitive Pokemon is. It's positioning yourself to a point where your opponent doesn't, have the best chance of winning, right? So right here, I can just Mega Evolve. Go for a Mega Drain, not gonna bother predicting now. I've already switched enough, and he actually anticipates me to over predict here and gives me Golem. That's awesome. So that's amazing. I've successfully prevented rocks. Let's go. Well, I don't know if I prevented rocks. He obviously has the I think he wanted to use Golem as sleep fodder, but he obviously has the Mew. Excuse me. Well, Mew can have rocks, yeah, but Aerodactyl as well can have rocks too. So great. We get rid of Golem. That doubling around isn't as necessary. And now I don't fear using, what's it called? Toxic as much. I'm still going to go Snorlax. Snorlax can eat every hit. And if I do wear down the Mew, it'll be really good for Dragonite. And if this thing is Toxic, I can Leech Seed Mega Drain beat it 1v1, even with Psychic. He could be Nasty Plot though. Goes for Psychic. He'll do a good chunk. I'm careful Snorlax though. Wow, I ate that really well. I don't see a reason to not throw off a Toxic. Worst case scenario, he might go Muck, scouting for Crunch. But worst case scenario, he goes Kangaskhan and has Facade. But I mean, that's something that's likely anyway. That's like Kangaskhan's best stab move in this game, besides Headbutt. So he does go for Will-O-Wisp. I'm okay with this as long as I get my trade. As long as my Toxic lands, I'm okay with this. Great, great. So I missed Toxic. Really unfortunate for me. I'm gonna go for another one, even though he's more likely gonna go Muck. I would have doubled here into Nidoking, but I'm worried about him clicking Psychic. Like in this case, it's risky, even though I'm pretty sure he's going Muck. Yep, goes Muck. So missing Toxic was really bad for me. Mew becomes a huge issue. Nidoking isn't that bad. Yeah, I definitely want Rocks, especially with all the switching we're doing around. I want Rocks up. I want to weaken Zapdos to the range of Ice Shard. I want to weaken Aerodactyl. If my Alolan Sandslash is my way of winning it, I need Nidoking to come in and do Rocks for me. Goes for Minimize, which I'm not as worried about because I always hit my Earthquakes. I don't know what it is, but every single time I see Minimize on something, I always hit my Quakes. Always. So I'm not worried about that. I'm clicking Rocks in the face of this Pokemon. I am. Not only will Nidoking click Rocks, I will hit this Earthquake too. I believe in myself. Okay, now I believe a little bit less now because he's boosting. But what's his attack? Is he Toxic Rest? Because then you can't beat Nidoking anyway. I also have a Sandslash that can SD up alongside you. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. When it comes to Minimize and Pokemon that use Earthquake, even though it should always work like that it always hits, it just does. It doesn't, obviously. This is me getting lucky. But I feel like it should. Maybe it's just me. But Earthquake should always hit through Minimize. Moves like Stomp and Slam do. I believe Stomp, Body Slam. Alright, I missed one second time. That's fine. If he has Rest, he still can't... What is he beating me with? Toxic? Crunch? This will still 2 KO him, assuming I connect. Which I would love to. Yep. You know what, just go ahead and crit him. That way we don't have to hit another one. He goes for another Acid Armor. So my next one will not be able to knock him out. Let's see how this goes. I miss. Goes for Mega Drain. Okay, that's not going to do anything. Yeah, that did nothing. I think he's Mega Drain Psychic as his only attacks. I legitimately think that's his set. Because he would have went for... I mean, a Toxic, excuse me. Because I think he would have went for, you know, Crunch if he had it. Why go for this over Mega Drain, you know? I feel like my Venusaur will 1v1 this, and I want to keep my Nidoking a little bit healthy. Like, my Venusaur can 1v1 this thing if it hits, right? So, and it's also immune to Toxic as well if he has it. So I want to keep my my Nidoking healthy for the Zapdos. And if I land a Leech Seed, I don't really mind. Yeah, goes for Mega Drain. Maybe a Leech Seed on Mew would be great. Potentially. Because if he has Toxic as his last move, I don't think he should stay in. I mean, I'm going to miss a bunch of times, but... Okay, he has Foul Play. Does a good chunk, not going to lie. Why do I always see Foul Play on... I feel like he's running Mega Drain, which is great. Alright, this is a little bit problematic. I need this to land. Nice. Hey, give me some nice recovery. Why wasn't he foul playing my Nidoking though? I feel like that was a little bit better. Yeah, I feel like him foul playing Nidoking was a little bit better. So I kind of expect him to, I mean, he's already done it a couple times, but I kind of expect him to foul play again. So what I want to do is go Poliwrath back into Venusaur on the Mega Drain. I don't think he'd Mega Drain a Venusaur when I'm 4 times resistant to it. So, and what I'm trying to do is get me out of range of Foul Play. So Poliwrath resists Foul Play. Yeah, he goes for Foul Play. Nice. Good chunk, not gonna lie. Get some beautiful recovery back though. Awesome, awesome. So this dies to Earthquake as well, but that involves Nidoking actually hitting it. Y'all want to see me risk a Sleep Powder? Alright, let's see if he Mega Drains again. He shouldn't get much recovery if he does go for it. If he calls this, very good play. He does go for Mega Drain. Nice. There's nothing. And Muck has such a high HP stat. Like if I go for Mega Drain here, I will knock him out. I should knock him out if I land this Mega. I'm gonna go for it. And I think I'm out of range of Foul Play too. And we land. Let's go. Hey. Okay, so we've beaten the +6 defense, evasiveness boosted, Alolan Muck. Not bad. Go ahead and give me that. Big old Nidoking hitting that Earthquake was very important. Venusaur hitting the Leech Seed was very important too. He still has a Mew though, which is problematic. Especially because I missed Toxic. Like specifically because I missed Toxic. This is a problem. Stuff Kangaskhan too. I kind of like this Pokemon. That plus Burn might be annoying. I think I can go Sand Slash into Snorlax because I feel like he'd go for Psychic here. And I want all my Pokemon alive, right? I want Poliwrath because it deals with Kangaskhan. And I want to try and get in my Snorlax and click Toxic. So if he has Flamethrower, that would suck. But I think that Psychic is better versus my team as a whole. He goes for Psychic, okay. So the point of this again was to pivot into Snorlax because I wasn't sure if Snorlax could take 2. So I pivot into Snorlax on the Will-O-Wisp. Or Flamethrower. I mean, ideally I take Flamethrower plus Psychic. But ideally he goes for Will-O-Wisp as well. And I'm able to Toxic the Mew. And that'll be very important. Yep, goes for Will-O-Wisp. Nice. Again, hitting Toxic would have been so good. But I'll live 1 Psychic. In the very least. Alright, come on. I need you to land this, buddy. Because even if I hit the Psychic, it's not a guaranteed win. He gets a crit. But doesn't dodge it, thankfully. Alright, so. That's at least 2 turns gone on Mew. I still have Poliwrath for Kangaskhan. And potentially, if he doesn't have Dropek on Zapdos, my Venusaur can beat it too. So I think at this point, we just click Self-Destruct. He's going to knock me out. Guaranteed because of the crit. I don't know if the crit necessarily mattered though, but we'll see. He could have Ice Beam on Mew. Because I am so weak. I am legitimately so weak to Mew. I think it's worth me going Dragonite and clicking Outrage. I still want Nidoking for Zapdos. This can set up on that too. Actually, thinking about it, Dragonite can still set up on Zapdos and win anyway and put it in range of Ice Shard. Put Aerodactyl in range of Ice Shard. So maybe it's better to go Dragonite, to bait the Will-O-Wisp, to go Venusaur. I'm just trying to rack up poison damage now. I really wish I hit that initial Toxic, man. Let's see if he has Ice Beam. Does go for Will-O-Wisp. I'm okay with that, though. Because, again, the important thing is wearing down the Mew. Especially if his last move is something like Mega Drain. But I have nothing faster. We're gonna outplay this guy. We're gonna outplay him on the Psychic. We're gonna outplay him. We're gonna do our best to at least, and maybe put him in range of Ice Shard. Oh, he does reveal the Roost. Okay, not bad. That's fine. Toxic is starting to rack up. Eventually, he'll switch. I obviously want Dragonite as much HP as possible, but I don't know if it is possible to keep it at a lot of HP. We're gonna go back out to Venusaur. I know I'm switching a lot, guys, but I don't have a choice. This thing's a problem. Missing my initial Toxic and then him critting Snorlax too. Like, had I hit the original Toxic, Mew would be on 2 extra turns of Toxic. He does expect it now. Nice play. Again, that was something I was willing to do, though. Because I have stopped the Mew from recovering. I have stopped the Mew from recovering. So we're going to bring in Dragonite now. Now, there's a few things I can do here. First off, I can dodge a Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go for Agility. But, I mean, if I can dodge a Will-O-Wisp. And if he Roost, that doesn't matter either. Agility is definitely my play. Because even if he goes for Willow, like I said, I have potential to dodge it. But the main thing is, I get the poison turns on Mew to the point that Mew will die, right? Not this turn, but to after my attack, even if I'm burnt. So it's worth it. And agility also ensures that I get off a hit on Kangaskhan, or a hit on Aerodactyl, or a hit on Zapdos. So all that is really, really, really important to me. I think that a Burnt Earthquake will still knock out Mew. So I'm going for Earthquake here. Also, if Mew switches out and comes back in, it dies to Ice Shard from Alolan Sandslash. So I think Burnt Earthquake will still knock him out. I don't want to click Outrage just yet because then he can go Zapdos and just Roost stall me. He does switch out. What does he go into? Arrow? Does he actually go Zapdos to try and Roost stall me? He goes Kangaskhan. Okay. This thing is a problem, so I'm okay with damage on you, buddy. Not a lot of damage, but worth. Worth every penny. I didn't pay for that damage. I did. I paid in my Pokemon's HP stat. So we'll go for Outrage now. If he opts to Mega Evolve this, then Aerodactyl isn't Mega'd, which makes it a lot easier. I'm assuming his Aerodactyl has Wing Attack, based on how he's based on the fact that he didn't Mega Evolve this. So we're Outrage. That Earthquake did a good chunk, I'm not gonna lie. So this is probably still 2 KO. Yep, that's still a 2 KO. Has Ice Punch though. Alright, so it might come down to if he's Adamant versus Jolly, because I don't think my Alolan Sandslash lives a hit. I'm gonna go Nidoking and bank on him being Adamant. I think that's my play. That's legitimately my play. Because if he is Adamant, I'm faster because I'm naive. And I can knock him out with Earthquake from there. I think I have to. Come on, Nidoking, save the day, buddy. Yep. Now knock him out. That's also very important. Thank you. Alright, so Kangaskhan goes down. Kangaskhan goes down. He's probably going to be able to go Aerodactyl. He could go Mewtwo, I guess. He could go Mew. Does opt to go Aerodactyl though. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so it's coming down to Sandslash versus the world. So I like Ice Punch here. Then I'm going to have to go Poliwrath and then click Waterfall. Always. So he knocks me out with Earthquake. Like I said, Poliwrath lives a Waterfall, and I'm pretty sure Alolan Sandslash lives a Thunderbolt from Zapdos, at least one, which is important. So it depends how this endgame goes, but I think I might have this. Even if he has Wing Attack, because Poliwrath lives it from full. It lives one from full. I'm near full. This game is really going down to the wire. This game is really coming down to the wire. Let's see how they play this endgame. They do switch out. Are they going to sack Mew or are they going to sack Zapdos? Because this is important too. He does go Zapdos. Okay, this is important. Like I said, I can win with SD Sandslash. I can win with SD Sandslash. All I got to do is keep clicking Waterfall here. That's it. Keep clicking Waterfall. Alright, I lived that. Which I didn't really want to live that, but... But Zapdos lives it too, which is really important. I just keep clicking Waterfall. That's it. Knock me out, buddy. Don't U-turn. Knock me out. He does Roost. I don't really care about that as long as you knock me out eventually. Like it's more so I care about being KO'd because as long as Zapdos is at half. Actually, in fact, my better play is to go for because I believe +2 Ice Shard does knock out Zapdos even after a Roost. I think my better play is to go for a Bulk Up. That way he can stop roosting on me. Because I believe Adamant... This is assuming Adamant Sandslash even lives... No, this is assuming I even live a Thunderbolt, you know? But I don't think I have another play. I should live a Thunderbolt. How much does Ice Shard do to Zapdos? That's important. 70 to 83%. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. So I can bulk up here. I basically bulk up so that way he can't roost as much as possible. Because a bulk up he's still in range, right? He still dies to Ice Shard, and I live Thunderbolt. So and I think my Sandslash cleans up. He should still die to Ice Shard. It does 70 min, and that's definitely under 70. So I bulk up here. If he's like Reflect, then I lose to that. I Waterfall as he Thunderbolts. If he Roost, that's fine. He Thunderbolts, yep. Adamant Ice Shard at +2 is going to sweep, and that's what I was going down for. So ideally I get this right? That's like, ideally I win. Don't para me, don't crit me. Don't para or crit me and get the roll. And then Ice Shard just sweeps. That is all I want from... I've set it up for this, right? Nidoking did its job, right? It dealt with Muck. It outsped the Kangaskhan. It got a Brox. Everything has been set up for this. He Thunderbolts. It cannot KO me. Don't para. He doesn't paralyze me. I click Ice Shard. I click Ice Shard. I mean, he could still win if he timer stalls me. But if he doesn't timer stall me, then I win by clicking Ice Shard. 3 times. Let's see if he timer stalls me. Alright, you didn't timer stall with Zapdos. This kills. That's a dead Zapdos. Told you. Mew is in range. Aerodactyl's in range. We set up. This is a really good game. And this is, like I told you guys, this is what I was setting up for at the end. A Sandslash win. I don't know if you guys remember back in the narration, but this is, like I said, what I was setting up for. So, Aerodactyl comes out. That should still die as well. Again, he can still timer stall me and win, but he doesn't. Aerodactyl comes out. That's going to die because this is Adamant. Yep, Adamant +2. Alolan Sandslash is a problem. Nidoking really did save the day, though. It needed to land that Earthquake on... it very much needed to land that Earthquake on Muck. Last but not least is the Mew. And I think Mew has less HP than me, so even if I do get timered right here, I still win. Like at that percent, he's like at 2%, but nice. We were able to get a nice Ice Shard mini sweep at the end. Nidoking got at the rocks, which is very important for Arrow. Hit the Earthquake on the Muck, and which is really important for Venusaur beating a 1v1. And, good game, dude, by the way. And we outsped, because we were naive, we outsped the Kangaskhan, and were able to knock it out with Earthquake. So that was a very good game. I think that was a really good Nidoking showcase, and also I'm happy that the end game came down to what I anticipated it to come down to, right? What I was trying to set up for it to come down to, and that's the Alolan Sandslash sweep. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. I think this was a very, very solid battle. Of course, like I said, you guys can check out the playlist down below if you want to see any of my other games or any of the Pokemon being featured. Feel free to suggest the Pokemon that you want me to use. But like, for example, some people suggested Seizure recently, but I did Seizure a long time ago. I was really hyped about that too. Or certain Pokemon. Just check them out. And feel free to check out the guide as well. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.